Up me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Hope everybody is doing okay. Well, as you'll have seen from the title of today's video, I'm going to talk about Llewellyn and one of their latest offerings, which is the Unbridled Spirit Tarot. I don't think this will be a long video, to be fair, but I just want to give you a little bit of a backstory. If you saw the video that I did a couple of weeks ago where I talked about changing my decks for the month of July because I was struggling with the Hexen 2.0 and I swapped it out for my my Green Witch Tarot, which I adore. I'd got a new version, which was a backup version from Llewellyn when they went from their big tuck box, their paper tuck boxes, cardboard tuck boxes, to the nice magnetic closures like you see here. And the book hadn't changed, but the cardstock had changed. And I did a side-by-side comparison and there was a difference of 13 cards in thickness. Luckily, I've got an original and I adore this deck, and this is the deck that I'm using every day throughout the month of July. So that talked about how the cardstock with Llewellyn had, in my opinion, and everything I'm saying here is my opinion, not everybody will agree because some people like thinner cardstock. I thought that they had compromised on cardstock to keep the price affordable because they changed the quality, improved the quality of their packaging, and in a lot of cases they're books, because even though that wasn't the case with Green Witch, a lot of books now that come with these sets are lovely and glossy with a full page colour illustration, and these books are, in my opinion, one of, just superb. It's one thing that Llewellyn does really well is the packaging. And the guidebooks are beautiful. However, when Cheryl and I did, and I like this little edition as well, I mean it's branded, but that you'd expect that. But when Cheryl and I did the, you can see here, that's kind of how it would work. But again, because these aren't thick cardstock, they struggle a bit. When we did Spotlight on Saturday, I commented about the cardstock, and then after we ended the broadcast, Cheryl and I stayed behind, as we always do. We have a post-production kind of catch up, talk about what month, what date in the next month we should do the next one and all that sort of thing. And we had a closer look at this, and I'm going to bring the camera down. And we discussed it, and see, the thing for me is this channel, I know influences people to buy decks because I'm not daft. I get lots of comments from people. We joke about the hashtag Simon made me do it. I'd hate to think that I make anybody do anything. Everybody has free agency and choice, but if a deck resonates, then because I've showed it, people will often say, thanks for your walkthrough, I've just ordered this deck and it's lovely. With that, I do feel comes some responsibility. And when I'm asked to review decks by people, whether that's Schiffer, Red Feather, who I review decks for, they don't just send me decks, they ask which deck do I think that I would be able to review. And in my opinion, I'm not going to just review any deck unless I feel it resonates. It's people's work, and with that I honour their work. And if there is a deck that I think, oh no, I don't think I'd like that, I won't review it. So I'll select from a catalogue of decks that I think, are beautiful, and I'll be able to work with them and therefore be able to give a good review. Similarly with independent creators, they'll contact me and they'll say, love your channel, love what you do. Please, would you consider reviewing my deck? And they do say, be honest. But if I look at the deck and I think, actually, that's not for me, I will very respectfully say, oh, I don't think this is a deck that I would be able to give a fair review for. However, I'll suggest such and such a person who I think would, you know, be able to give that. And then that's up to them if they send it or not. And that's having integrity, because I'm not going to sit on my channel and say, this deck is brilliant, this deck is beautiful, this deck is good quality, if I don't feel it is. And obviously Cheryl is running a business, the Oneness Emporium, and in our discussion, I'm sure I'm not betraying any confidences here, but she said, you know, I'd imagine a lot of people out there think that I would just say, oh, this deck's great because I'm running a business. But that's why I do spotlight with Cheryl, because we're very similar in our way of thinking, and we're both ethical, and we have very similar tastes. We don't agree on every deck. She will say, oh, I really like this, and I'll say, not so much, you know, but and she always says to me, you know, if you don't want to review any decks, don't feel that you have to. This deck, which is the Unbridled Spirit Run Free, well, that's kind of the tagline on the inside, but it's the Unbridled Spirit Tarot, is absolutely beautiful in its artwork. Absolutely beautiful. And if you like horses, as many people do, I think you will love this deck. However, I just don't know what they are doing with their cardstock, because we've gone from the deck that I just showed you, the Green Witch, to a thinner, more laminated one. This is a matte cardstock with linen, but it is paper thin. And if I do that, it doesn't even spring back into place. And as Cheryl said, it's like, she said, I could print this. You know, I could print this on my printer. It is the worst cardstock I think I've ever held in my hands from a reputable company. And they are, I mean, look at that. I'm doing this with title cards because, and if you're a riffle shuffler, I just think this is going to tear up. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. My worry is there's a highly anticipated deck coming out called the Hedge Witch by Llewellyn, and I did see a walkthrough and it looked to be the same cardstock, and my heart sank. Cheryl had a look at it and she was like, actually, I think it could be a little bit thicker. I mean, it's very light. It's almost like that eco herbage type. But I would be terrified to use this because you've seen what it's like. And there doesn't seem to be a core, again, just my opinion, there could be, but I don't know. It's just really disappointing and really worrying if this is the way, because in the mass market decks are increasing in price, but I would expect it's great having a hard quality magnetic closed box. It's wonderful having a book that's glossy and beautifully illustrated and lots of information. But let's be honest, tarot is about cards. And for me, the most important thing is the cards and the cardstock, and I'd want them to last. Yes, we buy backup copies, but I just don't get it. I really don't get it. So, if you've got this deck, let me know. I mean, I just know I won't use it, which is a shame because, I mean, just look how beautiful it is. And I'm just hoping that the Hedge Witch is on better cardstock. It is matte and it is linen, and I just hope, I really hope, yeah, I mean, it's gorgeous. And again, if you like horses, and like I say, you might completely disagree, and that's absolutely fine. Everything I'm saying here is just my opinion and the cardstock that I like to have. and it's better than this. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Really disappointing for me, really disappointing. Yeah, there we have it. Anyway, until next time, guys, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.